All right, hey, what's up, guys? This is Jim Kaz here with you. I just want to give you my thoughts on the uh, Batman Bad Blood movie that just came out. It's the DC animated. It's much like the Batman versus Robin, or more along the lines of the same style. It might be even the same animation company that did Justice League War and Justice League Throne of Atlantis. Very much a lot of the same things were used from that in this film. Um, but yeah, so the big key thing with this one is that this is our first time on the animated screen that we were able to see Batwoman as well as Batwing. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this, I'm going to get into a little bit of some spoilers from this. Um, but I don't think it's anything, I don't think this is one of those big ticket items where if you've been a Batman fan for any period of time, especially within the last 10, 15 years, some of the stuff they cover in this isn't really going to be that much of a surprise to you. So they kind of borrowed some things from some of the other popular comics. One being that Nightwing, Dick Grayson, he actually dons the cowl after Bruce kind of goes missing or whatever. I'm not going to get into that too much. But yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, it's a pretty good movie. I wouldn't call it great. My favorite DC animated movie, or even Batman movie, for that matter, is Under the Red Hood. Um, and that one to me is really just it, it does so many things well as far as the Batman story goes, and um, what you're what we get out of this. I mean, it's fun, but I don't think the story is nearly as good as what Under the Red Hood was able to do. So, I mean, this one, I think this one you're not going to watch this for you're not going to watch this one for basically to see a very strong, compelling story. You're going to watch this one because you're going to see some characters that you haven't seen on the screen yet, but you've read about in the comics. And I think that's the strength that this Batman, kind of the path. If we're talking about it playing to its strengths, that's the strength of this movie is you see some supporting characters from the comics on the big screen, and it's a different type of movie. It's a Batman movie, but it's a different type of Batman movie with that where, Bruce is in it, but I mean, it really kind of tries to let some of the other supporting characters shine and kind of go to them because we've had so many movies where, Bruce has really been and kind of shined and kind of had the focal point on him. This one tries to let some of the other people in his world kind of hold center stage for a bit. So I think overall, for me, I'd probably give this movie about a 7 out of 10. I think, the voice acting was good. It's not great. It still has Jason O'Mara doing Bruce Wayne Batman. And he's okay. I don't want to say he's a bad, um, voice actor, but, I think anyone that's come from the '90s era watching the Batman animated, like Kevin Conroy had that thing down to a science, as well as Mark Hamill doing the Joker. I mean, those two guys are just like legends when it comes to like voice acting and getting some of the more popular characters from the DC universe up on the screen. So I mean, it's it's good, but I'm still getting used to Jason O'Mara as Batman. So I think that right there kind of covers it. I mean, we get to see some other, um, you know, villains in this. We might have seen from some games and read in the comics there. I mean, obviously on the screen right there is Firefly. So we get to see a good bit from some of the other villains from the comics that we traditionally haven't seen on screen yet. So I'm gonna stop right there. And again, I think it's a good movie. The strength of it really lies in it's trying to open up the world of Batman and kind of show some of the characters that are kind of more niche and kind of that we really really only have seen in the comic pages. Now they're trying to bring some of those I guess this would be the small screen to the animated screen. So I definitely think it's worth checking out, and I definitely think it's one that I'm going to watch more than once, just because it does give that opportunity to see some of the characters that really don't have a whole lot of screen time traditionally in the past. And I think with the story being okay, I think I can get by with that just by seeing some of the other characters that I enjoyed reading so much. So I think that's right there where I'm going to leave it. I really hope you enjoyed this interview. Please check out my website at www.ijimkaz.com. Let me know what your thoughts are below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.